every gang, every person who in any way facilitated, provided the arms, or were involved and pulled the trigger themselves, we will find you and we will bring you to justice.
The only way forward is for us to work together and to find consensus around practical solutions.
Bless up my people, welcome back to the channel my people, and in this one my people, it's a series of clippings of videos where we see the powers that be react to the 17 shooting in the Cherry Tree Lane in Clarendon my people. And we're seeing from where the Prime Minister come out my people speaking that it's a combined criminal act or terror act, saying that persons overseas, persons incarcerated as behind bars are involved in this. As well as we're seeing opposition leader Mark Golding condemning the act, the Minister of Education Favour Williams condemning the act, because in this incident we know that 2 children have been shot by people and 1 died, and a 21-month-old is in hospital currently, being treated, in which 8 of those persons have died. So a 7-year-old boy, Aiden Bartley, 27-year-old Cavell Daly, who's a therapist, 50-year-old construction worker Lawrence Francis, 20-year-old Diamond Bennett, 58-year-old butcher Errol Stewart, 32-year-old Jermaine Booth, and Courtney Messam, and a woman identified as Margaret. Such a brutal, gruesome, cruel act, my people. But I'm going to listen to the Prime Minister and the opposition leader.
We know that persons overseas are involved and connected in this act. We know that persons who are incarcerated presently have connections in this act. We know that multiple gangs are connected and involved in this act. Every gang, every person who in any way facilitated, provided the arms, or were involved and pulled the trigger themselves, we will find you and we will bring you to justice. I want that to be absolutely clear. We will not treat this as another criminal act. We will treat this as an act of terror.
Jamaica is sickened by yet another depraved act of wanton violence, which in this incident at Cherry Tree Lane has been directly inflicted against 17 people, 8 of whom were killed, including several women and a young boy. There have been multiple killings in Clarendon in recent years, with this one being the most egregious. I stand ready to cooperate with the government to achieve bipartisan constitutional action to come to grips with this utterly untenable situation. The only way forward is for us to work together and to find consensus around practical solutions that can make the change that Jamaica needs.
However, in this segment, the people we're seeing in the midst of the whole tragedy, we're seeing Juliet Cockburn-Flynn coming out against Member of Parliament in Clarendon, Lothan Cousin, about his statement of, no police presence. And I believe what he's saying is correct, because after any shooting of such, we know that police will be present to see and assess the scene, right? But I believe an immediate curfew should have been called to protect the remaining residents and to give some form of, comfort, at least to the persons who are grieving and who have family members who were attacked in this gruesome act. And police presence after a crime scene is a normal thing, but we're talking about a curfew where you have the police them stationed in various areas and tracking and monitoring ins and out in that area. That's what he was referencing. And some don't know why Juliet Cockburn Flame coming out talking about, his statement and his politicizing. This have nothing to do with politics. Everybody have to come on board. It's gonna take a holistic effort to fight this monstrous thing called crime.
I was shocked when I drove through unencumbered. I came here and it was unencumbered, no checkpoints, nothing at all. We were expecting that the state would send out persons to assist with grief counseling. You just saw the mother of one of the deceased crying. We need to do better as a country. She's connected to 3 of the persons who died.
Not be consoled by your daughter.
Yes.
So, as a member of parliament, what are you putting in place now for grief counseling since you're the first
Well,
president?
we are doing assessments now. Yes. And now we came and realized that the state has not done their duty. Then we have to probably step in and do our duty and to assist the state further. But the reality is that we should not be here now in this community after such an incident. Right? There's one shooting that took place there, and there's another one that took place around the road. It's not a one. It make it sound as if it's one incident. It's a series of incidents leading to the loss of lives. It's careless actions of the criminals who just came in and indiscriminately fired shots at people. This can't continue.
So you're not satisfied with the actions of police in this country?
Right now, are you?
No, just come.
Are you? Yes or no? You see the place for yourself. Nobody's here.
When we came here, police were here now.
But they should be stationed here for the next couple of days. At the very least, a curfew should be in place by now, restricting movement in and out, securing crime scenes, securing the scenes, securing the residents. I mean, come on, man. This is unacceptable.
I find the comments from Mr. Cousins very disappointing and unbecoming. I was not expecting such a comment from him. The fact is, as a member of the media appeared to point out to MP Cousins, the security forces have mobilized resources and have been making their presence felt on Cherry Tree Lane. Additionally, the agencies of the state have been moving to offer counseling services for these families. And I insist that Mr. Cousins resist the apparent urge at this time to play politics with this tragedy at the expense of the lives of the Jamaican people. Mr. Cousins is being rightly condemned at this time on social media for his unbecoming comments.
And so we knew that it was long after that they had called a curfew. And within that curfew, 4 men intercepted by police officers and weapons were found, and they're actually behind bars right now.
This is the Cherry Tree Lane where we had a mass murder last night. So we're both on foot, joined military patrols. When we saw men on bikes, they were stopped. One of the men had a bag on his shoulder. They ran. The bag was thrown. They retrieved. And the bag was found to contain a firearm. All 4 men at this time are in our custody.
We even heard the Prime Minister made mention in his post briefing that they want to give the police officers more power. Shouldn't the police officers have enough powers, my people, already to do their work? Back in April, when the security found over 60 guns and thousands of ammunitions at the wharf, what did they do? They allowed the customs and the PAJ, that's the Port Authority of Jamaica, to basically redundant the securities. And this article is from April 26, 2024. And it says redundancies hang over the team that detects guns, ammunitions at ports. Right? And one of the security was speaking out saying that We are the ones who are identifying guns and other contraband that are usually cleverly hidden in packages arriving at the ports. We are the ones who find the guns on the wharf. Every single gun find, the more than 60 guns that were found recently, it wasn't the police and it wasn't customs per se. They don't have the experience like us. They are going to put the security of the country at risk because they are bringing in people who don't have the knowledge. We are being shafted. We have a government, so PAJ and customs by themselves shouldn't be in a position to make a decision that will put the country at risk. So when the customs and the ports of Jamaica removed the port securities who were trained to do these kind of work, to find ammunition, to find weapons in hidden packages, won't expect. Look at that big bus find of $12 billion worth of cocaine that was found in the Avondale. That's the largest, my people, in Jamaica's history. Now must through one of the ports them it come, my people. Now must big wigs connected to this, my people. And it's alleged that they know the names of these persons and they don't want to release the names. Right? And this basically gone to the side now. So my people, I want to hear from you. Tell me what you think about this whole crime fighting strategy, this whole massacre that took place, where everybody now has scrambled around to put things in place right now, where families have been hurt, families are grieving, people are scared. Drop on the 2 cents in the comment section and make me hear and answer my people. Always remember to leave a like on the video as well, comment on the videos them, share out the videos them. You can join the membership of this channel, only a small fee per month to be a member of the Anissa Bell Rose movement. Get this video to at least 2,000 likes, my people. Spread it near and far. I want other persons to be aware of what is going on right now. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.